Alright, you guys, and this is some more Juanito Spider-Man coming at you with another Marvel Legends Infinite Series figure review from the Guardians of the Galaxy exclusive pack. Man, that's a mouthful to say. Anyways, you can get that exclusive pack from BigBadToyStore. That's where I got mine. Totally badass, and I gotta say, Gamora is one of my top favorite figures from that pack. She is totally badass. I mean, she's got a sword, dude. That's totally cool. What's more awesome than a woman who kicks ass and has got a sword? We'll take a closer look here right now. We can see that Gamora has got some good old detail going on. What detail? What are you talking about? Oh, right under there, the tunic. Hello. She does a great amount of accessories. I mean, she's got so many that you got to take them off to kind of get right into it. But let's take a look at this sword right here. This sword is pretty cool. A little bit bland, but pretty awesome. It pops. You know, it's got that nice silver shine to it. Would have liked to have seen some airbrushing on there to give it some more effect. But this is pretty awesome. The gold there as well. Maybe a little more sheen to it. Again, some more airbrushing would have made it nice. But this is a big sword. This is a pretty badass sword. I mean, compared to her size, let's see, start from here. I mean, yeah, that basically goes up to her mid-chest there. Pretty awesome. Pretty dope. Yeah, you can see she's got a cloak going on. To get access to that cloak, you got to take your head off. But let's take a closer look at the head here. Oh, pop that guy off there. And I mean, this head here comes in a little hood. You got some hair, and I mean, that's pretty cool. I dig this paintwork. That black lining around the eyes, and you got some of that gold here to make those really pop. And you got that, you know, I think they really did a good job with his head. The only minor gripe I have is that this little section up here is a little bit off center from the nose compared to it. But other than that, it's pretty awesome. Really dope. Really sick job. I do like that this hair is a little bit bendable. Helps a little bit with posability. However, this head in particular is a little hindering when you want to move her head. And, oh man, look at that little sculpting. That sculpting there on that hood. It really helps blend it in with that cape and the little tunic she's got going on. Really, really awesome. And here we've got another head for her. It's unhooded. And I really, really like this one a lot more, just because the hair is malleable. You know, it really doesn't hinder posability too much. And we still got that same paint going on. Those eyes, of course, she's got a little more serious look here, and she's going to kick your ass in both of them. So, really, really awesome. Probably one of my favorite female figures from the entire Marvel Legends Infinite series so far. Really, really awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look here, and let's take these accessories off. Let's take a look at these. And here we got like a little gown. This is actual cloth. Really, really cool. Really simple. The only thing I don't really like is that it's a little bit sideways. When you put it in her arm there, you hook it onto her arm to kind of make it more secure, which is good. But here you kind of get that little sideways look, you know. I would have liked it to have been more full, you know, kind of had equal dispersion, because this whole side on her right is a little like weird. It's just kind of left unguarded. And it goes onto the back as well. You know, pretty cool overall. Not too bad though. Not too shabby at all. Let's take this guy off. Take that cape off. And this is a lot of good detail here. Really, really badass. Pop that head back on. And I mean, dude, she kicks so much ass. Really, really cool. You know, she's a little bit known for notoriously wearing a little skimpy outfits throughout the comics. You know, especially in Infinity Gauntlet, she had those fishnets on. But really, really cool. They did her a lot of justice on this. I do like the dark green flesh tone they went with her. Got those green linings that really pop alongside her seams, and got some details there that kind of go all the way around. Really, really cool. Revealing, sexy for a toy, really awesome. You know, got the glutes going on. She does lift, bro. And I do like what they did with this belt. They made it loose, and it kind of sits at the bottom of her hips. Really, really cool. I mean, look at that sculpting on that little belt that we got going on there. It's like a little skull. Little skull charm that we got going on. Really awesome. Can't say enough about her figure there. More paint that we got going on here. This is painted on. I would have liked it to have been a little more sculpted on to really kind of show those boots. But overall, really great detail. Not too much messy paint. That's what I really like about this wave so far. The paint work is relatively clean. Stepping up their game. Really cool. She's got an open hand there for the sword and a closed hand here for the fist. And let's get more into the articulation now. All right, and for articulation here, we got the head that's kind of like just on a basic, I'm pretty sure it's just a ball joint. Yeah, ball joint there. So you just kind of pop the head on, and let it sit on there. Cool. And yeah, unfortunately, the hair does help with a lot of the sideways looking. It works out really well. Pretty good job. Unfortunately, you can't do a lot of looking up with the head or looking down for that part. Look down maybe just a little bit, but not too much. Unfortunate. But does have pretty right-left motion. Pretty good. The hands, the shoulders do go up that far, horizontal. Does have a bicep swivel. And the arms do go up at about 90 degrees, and that's about it. And yeah, I thought there was another swivel there, but there isn't. But you do get that good old wrist rotation, and you do get the wrist pivot. And looking down there, pretty awesome. Pretty cool. Just flexing her guns. Bammo. You do get a diaphragm joint, but you get more back out of it than actual ab crunch. One thing that I just wish Marvel Legends would be able to do is give the women that ab crunch. The male figures get it a lot. It helps a lot out with the posability. I feel like if they gave it to the female figures too, it would work out just fine. It'd be great. Not a whole lot of real estate there. With the guys, they have pretty wide torsos. With the females, you don't. Unfortunately, that kind of sacrifices a lot of posability. Just a thought, something that I would like to see more of. The legs go up about 90 degrees there. They don't go too far back. That's about it that you get there. Do get a good thigh swivel. You get knees that are 90 degrees. Hey, that rhymed. You don't get any calf rotation. Got nothing there. You do get that ankle swivel, and you get that gnarly ankle pivot. Oh, that looks horrible. Yeah, you do get that ankle pivot going on. One thing I did forget to touch on earlier was the cape. The cape is pretty cool. Flexible, which is nice. Doesn't mean it's going to break on you or anything, but it doesn't really do a whole lot of posing. It just kind of sits on your shoulders. But I do like the sculpting. It is a little bland, just kind of like a simple green. It looks kind of black from where you guys are looking, but it is green. It's a dark shade of green. And yeah, not a whole lot going on there. You do have the gold buttons there to kind of just sit on her shoulders. So you got to take the head off first and then put that on. So you can have her with her little cloak on and then the cape, or just the cape like we got going on here. And I got to say, it looks pretty cool. I really dig the way it looks. Really awesome. Really cool. She is kind of hard to stand up, though, with the amount of weight that cape gives her. As you can see here, I'm trying kind of... I'm not trying. I'm failing miserably at trying to get her to stand up. And there we go. Nailed it. You kind of got to point her forward a little bit. You kind of have her sit back, and she's kind of easy to tip backwards. Right there. Not a whole lot of force went into that. But overall, I do got to say she's one of my favorite figures from the wave so far. All right, and I got Gamora here next to Spider-Girl and Spider-Woman, both from the Hobgoblin Build-A-Figure series from Spider-Man, and I really like what I'm seeing from Gamora here. I just think her attention to detail is better, her articulation's better, and the girls on the sides here, their arms and legs don't have the dynamic posability that Gamora does. So I really like where Hasbro's going with the female articulation. I really think adding that ab crunch will really be the icing on the cake. So that would be really, really awesome to see in the future. All right, and we got Lady Gamora there, standing right next to good old Star-Lord there from the rest of the wave. And you can see Star-Lord is a little bit taller than Gamora there, but they work pretty well into scale with each other right there. And then for another comparison, I got her sitting next to Drax right there. And again, Drax is a little bit taller than Gamora, but overall, they work pretty well in scale with each other. I'm really liking what I see so far from the Guardians wave. Really, really awesome work. I just can't say enough good things about Gamora here. I mean, it's really, really cool. I do like the way they're kind of stepping up their game with the female figures. I honestly gotta say, I really think she's got... Ooh, look at that torso articulation there. I kind of do like that. Kind of like good old swagger going on. But I really do think that she's one of the top female bodies out there for the Infinite series so far. I have been wanting to get my hands on that Captain Marvel figure. I do think she has a lot of potential, so I really do want to check that out. Let me know if you guys any of you folks do have her figure. I do want to get my hands on that, so let me know what you guys think about that toy. But regardless, I think she's one of the better ones I have. I do have a couple female figures. Some of the Hobgoblin wave came with a couple females on there, so I think she's one of my favorites there. She looks really awesome. I really like the paint they chose for her body, and has it go well with that gold. That gold really pops out of that
the whatever she's wearing there, the fishnets, and the dark green. They chose to go in between those lines. It looks really, really awesome. I can't get enough of that. Really, really cool. And she's got that bluish tone for the hair. Really awesome. That belt. I mean, I really think she's one of my top favorites in this wave here.
All right, and we can see here that Gamora stands just a hair under 6.5 inches tall. And that about does it for my Gamora review. Hope you like what you saw. I'm really liking what I see so far with these figures from the Hasbro pack. Really great paint, great articulation, great accessories. Definitely worth the money. Hope you guys stay tuned for Rocket, Raccoon, and Groot. Those are the 2 guys I got left from this 5-pack. Really awesome stuff. Like my page. I hope you guys like this video. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And hope you guys stay tuned for more videos from me, Juanito Spider-Man. Take it easy, you guys.